I'm not telling this story because I want attention. I'm telling it because every night at exactly 2:16 a.m., my phone lights up with a notification from a number that no longer exists. And tonight, it said something different. It said, "You stayed too long. The job nobody wanted." 2 years ago, I was between jobs and dangerously close to losing my apartment. I was taking anything I could get: overnight shifts, short contracts, work no one else wanted. That's why I didn't hesitate when I got the email. Temporary night operator, private facility. Shift 10 p.m. 6 a.m. Location, disclosed after acceptance. Duties, monitor system / no field work. The pay was insane for something that vague. The email didn't come from a company domain, just a string of letters and numbers. That should have bothered me. What bothered me more was the final sentence. "You must remain inside the control room at all times." I accepted within minutes. The facility. They sent me coordinates instead of an address. The drive took me an hour outside the city, past cell service, past road signs, until my GPS stopped recalculating and just froze. The building appeared out of the darkness like it had always been there. Concrete, no windows, no name. Just a single metal door and a keypad. When I entered the code they gave me, the door unlocked immediately, like it had been waiting. Inside was a hallway that led to one room. The control room. The control room. It was bigger than I expected. A curved wall of monitors faced a central desk. Every screen showed a different camera feed. Hallways, stairwells, empty rooms, industrial corridors. All of them empty. The desk had a chair, a terminal, and a laminated instruction card. I read it twice. Night operator rules. Remain seated during monitoring hours. Do not mute audio feeds. Log anomalies. Do not investigate. If you see movement on camera 6, do not look directly at it. That last rule made my stomach tighten. I checked camera 6. It showed a long hallway. Empty. The first few hours were painfully boring. No movement, no alarms, just the low hum of equipment and the soft hiss of audio feeds piped into my headset. Most feeds were silent. A few had distant mechanical sounds, air vents, power cycling. Then I noticed something strange. Some cameras had audio. Some didn't. Camera 6 had no audio indicator at all. The first anomaly. At 12:41 a.m., something moved on camera 3. I leaned forward. A door at the end of the hallway slowly closed. I checked the log. That door wasn't supposed to move. It was listed as permanently sealed. I typed it in as an anomaly. The terminal beeped softly. Entry accepted. A second line appeared beneath my log. Thank you. I stared at the screen. I hadn't typed that. Camera 6. At 1:12 a.m., camera 6 flickered. I looked away immediately, remembering the rule. In my peripheral vision, I saw motion. Slow. Deliberate. The audio in my headset changed. A faint sound came through. Breathing. Not loud. Not heavy. Just close. Very close. I didn't turn my head. The voice. At 1:47 a.m., a voice spoke through the headset. Not over the radio. Not through any labeled channel. It sounded like it was speaking into the room. You're earlier than the last one. My hands clenched into fists. I didn't respond. That's okay, the voice continued. Listening is enough. I checked the monitors. All the camera feeds showed the same thing. The back of my head. From different angles. The logs before me. I opened the system logs, looking for an explanation. What I found made my blood run cold. There had been other operators. Dozens, each listed by first name only. Each with timestamps. None lasted more than 3 weeks. The final entry for every operator was the same. Status, ASSIMLATD. The truth in the static. The voice spoke again. This place keeps things, it said. People leave parts of themselves everywhere. The monitors began showing footage that wasn't live. Office workers at desks. Guards walking hallways. People sitting in this same chair. All of them looked tired. All of them looked afraid. All systems require attention, the voice continued. Without it, they decay. I realized then what my job really was. Not monitoring. Witnessing. The rule I broke. At 2:16 a.m., camera 6 flickered violently. I forgot the rule. I turned my head. The hallway on the screen was no longer empty. Something stood there, tall, too thin. Its shape shifted subtly, like it was struggling to decide how many limbs it needed. Its face was a blur of familiarity, features taken from different people, arranged incorrectly. It leaned closer to the camera and smiled. The pain. I don't know how long I screamed. My headset filled with overlapping voices, dozens of them, whispering my name, repeating my thoughts, describing memories I hadn't shared. The pain wasn't physical. It felt like being remembered too hard. Like something digging through me, copying me, learning how I worked. The choice. The voice softened. You can stay, it said. You'll never be alone again. The monitors showed a future version of me. Seated, still, watching, never leaving. Or I could go. But leaving meant taking something with me. Something it didn't want to lose. What I did, I stood up. For the first time, the room reacted. Alarm screamed. The monitors distorted. The voice roared, not angry but afraid. I grabbed the terminal and smashed it against the floor. The screens went black one by one. The breathing stopped. The door behind me opened. After, I ran until my legs gave out. When I looked back, the building was gone. No foundation. No road. No signal. The company never existed. The email address bounced. But the nightmares didn't stop. Why I'm writing this? Because I still hear the breathing sometimes. Because camera 6 shows up on my dreams. Because tonight at 2:16 a.m. my phone vibrated. And the message said, "We built a smaller room for you. If you ever take a job that tells you to just sit and watch, ask yourself who's really being monitored. Because some places don't want guards. They want company."